It's been just 1 year since the Supreme Court ruled 5-4 that same-sex couples have the right to marry nationwide. The decision followed decades of litigation and activism. 2 years earlier, President Barack Obama addressed LGBT rights in his second inaugural address.
Our journey is not complete until our gay brothers and sisters are treated like anyone else under the law. For if we are truly created equal, then surely the love we commit to one another must be equal as well.
Mr. Obama has put a spotlight on LGBT rights since entering office in 2008. In 2009, the president proclaimed June as LGBT Month, an event that is commemorated in D.C. with a large parade. Members of the LGBT and straight community alike celebrate their fundamental right to love. The parade, which covers several miles of the city, includes representatives from countless brands and companies, even those known for being more conservative.
I dropped out of my course of study. I was afraid the FBI would find out I was gay and would not let me in, and I wasn't prepared for that, which was one of the reasons why I left American. But it was all good because I didn't want to carry a gun and blah, blah, and I wasn't ready to come out. But today, the FBI was marching. The FBI was marching!
While some point to the progress made in civil rights and public acceptance, some members of the community still feel a lack of respect.
Ready for show 2? Are you all ready?
Drag queen performer Javier Bustamante performs at Perry's restaurant in Adams Morgan every Sunday. She says that the industry and society still have a long way to go before she can say her lifestyle is accepted.
Close that door. But the problem was, it's still taken as a joke. The nightclub owners don't care. They want to put you anywhere they can, knowing that you're going to make the money. Now, if we weren't in here today, upstairs would be dead empty. There would be no one up there. And you would think that because we're here, we're their money makers and draw the attention in the crowd, that they would treat you with total respect. They don't. No.
The recent Orlando nightclub attack, whether a hate crime against gays or in support of ISIS or some combination of the two, again focused attention on the LGBT community. Candlelight vigils were held around the world to honor and remember the lives lost.
Rainbow equality, which we so proudly proclaim. Are disciples of Christ.
In DuPont Circle, Dignity Washington, a DC-based faith community for LGBT Catholics, held a vigil that attracted nearly 2,000 people. Community leader Vincent Testa shared his thoughts on the tragedy and the state of LGBT people.
I think people of, especially LGBT people of faith-based communities, are facing discrimination every day. As a proud Catholic, unfortunately, I even face discrimination every day. I don't feel comfortable walking into a traditional Catholic church, unfortunately. So I think that the first thing religious leaders need to do is let their communities know that it's okay to be LGBT and that they support them 100%.
Churches, courts, and police departments are among the most feared places for members of the LGBT community. But in D.C., Sergeant Jessica Hawkins of the Metropolitan Police Department is trying to change that. Hawkins was appointed the head of the D.C. Police Department's Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, and Transgender Liaison Unit in 2015. She supervises officers dedicated to the public safety needs of D.C.'s LGBT community. She's also transgender.
Being a transgender woman, I can easily insert myself into the community because I'm part of the community. So my personal life and professional life do merge together quite a bit. Whereas other officers, they probably wouldn't be able to get their foot in the door in a transgender peer support group if they even knew where one was. Me, I know where they are. I go to 3 of them per month, every Friday.
Hawkins says that building trust between the police and the transgender community is one of her top priorities.
We have established contacts. We have phone numbers, of every advocate in this city, every major advocate that can help somebody. We make sure we have contact information. Through that and working with them, we developed a relationship. Through those relationships, once they feel they can trust us, that is when They actually invite us to their groups and their meetings and their events.
At first, many in the LGBT community were skeptical of Officer Hawkins, but now have come to welcome her. Ruby Corrado founded Casa Ruby, a haven for the transgender community.
She is the real deal. So when she walks into, any space where police officers are, she's very open about who she is. So I knew that will be an impact. But what I didn't feel that I was very sure about is how close she will become to the community. And I've seen her in action many times, and I know she's done more than education in the department. She's really building the trust in the community.
While discrimination and harassment of the LGBT community has not ended, advocates do point to progress in marriage rights, repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and greater representation in mainstream media.